Hello there, Leo, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Today, I'm doing your love reading for August of 2021. We'll be taking a look at the overall energies in your romantic love life, as well as the energies and obstacles for both you and the person in your connection. So that could be a connection that you're already in, separated from, or possibly a new love that's on the horizon. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I would really appreciate it if you would consider sharing, or subscribing. Okay, let's jump into your reading, and we're going to start with your overall energy in this connection. Unfinished symphony. Okay, so Leo, a lot of times this card indicates that you could be working, or thinking about somebody from the past or somebody that you're separated from. That, whatever conflict may have occurred between you, that, it's just not over yet. There's not closure. Let's put it that way. Okay, what else do we have? Blessed. You're seeing, even though that this isn't finished, I think that you're understanding the lessons. You're grateful for having this person in your life. If you are single right now, and there's, nobody that you're in a connection with or really thinking about and looking for new love, like I feel like something from the past may not have closed out, but you're still grateful for that person, that relationship, for what you came away from that relationship, the wisdom that you gained from that relationship. And chop wood. This is about really working on, the mundane details of a relationship or of your life, taking care of business, and this is the number 22. So I do feel like this is a true soulmate connection. It's a master number. Sometimes it indicates a twin flame, but definitely a deep soulmate connection. So if you are separated, it is about how the day-to-day things. Chopped wood is about the day-to-day tasks that we have to do. That there could have been some breakdown in the day-to-day task, or the relationship just got a little mundane. Like, the spark just went out. And flexible. Staying flexible, staying open to this connection, to, the feelings of this person, as well as being really nurturing to yourself. Okay, so now what we're going to do is look at you versus them. And so we're going to start with you, Leo. We're going to take a look at your overall energy in this connection. And by the way, happy birthday. Okay, so we have inner child. Isn't that interesting that I said happy birthday and then we have the inner child coming out? Playful, happy, enjoy the present moment, live to the fullest. And I kind of get that with this blessed energy, just being really content with everything that's going on in your life, whether you are, with this person or separated from this person. And then we have receive, open-minded, abundant, ready. It's your time to receive. Yeah, it's kind of like, once again, I really feel like you're in this blessed energy. We also, okay, so then underneath the flexible, we have orphaned, and we have thinker. I'm feeling like this could be, we're going to pull some cards, but that could be the person that you're dealing with. I feel like you're being kind of open-minded, flexible. Perhaps you're the one that doesn't really want to truly commit to this relationship. Like, you're happy with the way things are going, and like, hey, why do we have to take it to the next level? You might be kind of a little bit more like, things are going well. Let's just keep, doing what we're doing. So now let's take a look at their energy. Control. Stagnation, delusion, release the need to control situations. See, I feel like you're very kind of open, flexible, peaceful, and then they're trying to control the situation, possibly taking it to the next level, and you're just not ready to go there, or trying to control some aspect of your relationship and regret. Yeah, they're the ones with this orphaned energy, and I'm gonna actually pull this out and put it next to it. Um, yeah, I think that they were trying to control you in some way, and you may have walked away from this connection because you're like, yeah, just not going there. It's not like you may have had an argument, but it wasn't like, you were nasty about it. It was just kind of like, yeah, it is just, I'm not going there. And you may have walked away from this connection, and now they're really regretting that they tried to push you. I think it's almost like the sense of an ultimatum. They may have given you an ultimatum and you were like, no, I'm just not taking that. And Leo, right? Like you would never take an ultimatum. And pause, inaction, calmness, step back, wait for the sign. I feel like that is what you're doing. You're just kind of like, yeah, I'm doing well over here. I have my friends, I have my work, I have my family. Life is good. Life is good. And yeah, I can take this relationship or not. It doesn't, either way is fine with me. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at how you feel about this connection. Hanged man, you're just hanging out, waiting around, waiting to see what this person wants to do. And star, okay, so Leo, with these two energies, you're waiting for them, right? And we had that pause underneath, right? Pausing for all of this. And you're trying to gain the wisdom, right? You're looking at the situation. You're seeing why it is a good relationship, or I don't feel like you want to completely throw this relationship out, because we have the star card. You want things to heal within this relationship. You still have a lot of hope that this relationship can work, but you're also willing to kind of wait it out. You're not in any rush. And don't forget, you have the receive here, right? Like I feel like you're ready to receive love, but you're also not going to take it in. Nobody can control the way that you receive it or the way that the relationship will look. That you're definitely staying open-minded and flexible. Looking at, different, I'm not saying you're being stubborn about it. It's really kind of like you are being flexible. You're like, yeah, I can be flexible about a lot of things, but there may be one thing that, this other person was trying to control about your life, and you were like, no, you can't do that. You can't tell me I can't, I don't know. Take ballet classes or something. I don't know. It's like, they were maybe trying to control some part of your life. We also have chopped wood. They may have been trying to control your day-to-day life, something like that. Okay, so let's see how they feel about this connection. 5 of Pentacles and Judgment, 7 of Cups. They're looking at options. They're kind of confused, and they're trying to figure out how they can get you back on board, because with the 5 of Pentacles, this is the same thing as this orphaned. I mean, we're getting the same message again. They are feeling very abandoned in this situation. And I do feel like they have a lot of regret about whatever has transpired. They are feeling really regretful. But they want a second chance with you. The Judgment card. It's a second chance. It's definitely somebody from your past that is wanting to come around and reconcile this situation. And, we'll have to see if they're really willing to change. We don't have anything showing that they're willing to change or work on it. It's kind of like we have the control there and we have the regret, but we don't have anything about trying to transform, or compromise. I don't have a compromise card, okay? All right, so let's see. What would you like to have happen next, Leo, in this connection? Oh, we have the Hanged Man again. King of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles on the bottom. I think you are fearful at some level that this relationship will not work out. And you are kind of like looking very closely at the time and effort that you've put into this relationship and trying to figure out, like, how much more time and effort do I want to put into this relationship? And you are still in this hangman energy, trying to get the wisdom, trying to figure out perhaps a little bit about yourself, because we do have, inner child. And remember, part of this is live life to the fullest. I and Leo, that is so you, right? Like you really love to live life. And I get the sense that you're really enjoying your life, and you're not sure you want to put a lot of time and effort into something that may not work out, but it's not like you're saying no to it either, because with a hangman you're just waiting. It's the pause, and you have that twice. So you're really just waiting. It is also about surrendering something, because the hangman is about surrendering. You may be thinking about compromise. How can I compromise with this person? And remember, we have flexible. So you may be willing to compromise, but maybe this other person isn't. So, okay, so let's see what they would like from this relationship. Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands, Page of Pentacles, Four of Wands. They want to get married. They want a long-term commitment with you. They want to build a strong foundation with you. It's kind of interesting because we have the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands here. It could be that this person is younger than you, or they are older than you, because gender doesn't matter. But there is like a large age gap or maturity level gap, or a social gap. There's some life experience gap. Like one of you could have a lot of life experience. Maybe one of you has already been married and possibly had children or something, and the other one hasn't. Like I'm getting a sense that there's a big gap, and I feel like you may be the younger one, Leo, and take it as it resonates. But I feel like you might be the younger one, because we have the inner child here, and you're like, I'm too young. You may be saying, I'm too young to get, tied down right now, or to have children or something like that. But with the Page of Pentacles, they want to come in with a solid offer. They're trying to learn like what it is that you may want in order to get this relationship back on track. And, I'm getting a sense, both of these are Wands energy. You are fire energy. So you could be dealing with another fire sign, that's Sagittarius, Aries, or another Leo. But you don't have to be. I really feel like this is kind of like showing me that one of you is a lot younger, or one of you just hasn't lived life as much as the other one. And it's just kind of like, I want more time to go and play. That's the sense I get. And the other person is kind of like, yeah, but I'm ready to move on to the next step in my life, the next chapter, and I want to move on with you. I feel like this person wants to move on with you, and you're kind of like, well, I still have some things I'd really like to do. Like, maybe you want to travel, or, finish school, or get another degree, or change careers. And you're kind of like, I want to work on my own life first before I get tied down. I really get that sense. So, there's definitely some type of gap here, but it doesn't mean that there can't be a compromise. I feel like you feel like if you get tied down to this person, you're going to be sacrificing more than they are. That's the sense I get. And you're realizing just what a sacrifice it is for you. Okay, so let's take a look at the advice from Spirit. 5 of Cups, 3 of Wands, 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands. You want to put down the burden of this relationship. And it is about building healthy boundaries. But with the 3 of Wands, I do feel like there's something you want to go and do. You're like waiting for your ships to come in, or waiting for something in your life to happen. It's another card of waiting. And with the Hanged Man twice, it could be waiting on this person. to prove their love or something like that. But I also wonder if you're not waiting for something else in your life to happen. Like you want to graduate from school first, or, once again, you want to travel the country or the world, or, you're kind of like waiting, and you feel like if you get into this relationship, like you're closing that door, and that's making you sad. Like, that's really kind of interesting. So take that as it resonates, Leo. Think about what, if you do commit to this relationship, what is it that you are having to sacrifice? And then really kind of thinking about how sad that makes you feel, and see if that's not where you can find the compromise. Okay. And talking about it with the person in this connection. Okay, now we're not going to get advice for them because they're not here, but we are going to see, like, what is their possible next step. All right, Temperance came out. This is the card of Sag, so you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, once again, another fire sign. But I also get a sense that they are trying to find a compromise in this situation. Trying to, possibly bridge that gap between, what it is that you want and what they want, or, helping to close in this gap of experience or something. And then, oh my goodness, yeah, the two of swords, they want to make a decision. And we also have the Judgment card here on their side. They see you as their Queen of Cups. They just, gender doesn't matter. They just see you as somebody that is just loves themselves, in a good, healthy way. And also is, wanting to love those that are around them. It's a really loving energy, and they really want to compromise with you, and they want to move this forward, and very quickly. They want victory in this relationship. I do, coming back to this control and regret, once again, I get the sense that they may have tried to give you an ultimatum. Like, if we don't get married, then that's, we're ending this, and I'm, going on my, starting somewhere new. And they thought that when they, push came to shove, you would say, okay. And Leo, you didn't. You didn't, or at least not yet. Okay, so now let's see what the overall energy is, or the outcome for this relationship. Let's see what we have for the outcome. We have the Moon, Queen of Cups, and the Two of Air. Isn't that interesting? Because we had the Two of Swords and the Queen of Cups on their side. Justice on the bottom. There is going to be balance in this situation. You are going to find balance. And oh my gosh, look at what's underneath that, the Hierophant. This is a long-term commitment. I think you are going to work it out. And we have the King of Swords underneath that. Like, you're going to actually think about it and figure out a way to get it to work. And what you don't know, there's, the Moon card is something that, you don't have, like, maybe all of the facts about something. There's things going on behind the scenes. The person that you're dealing with could be working to try to find the compromise for you, or say you want to travel, but they have a job that, they have to go to 9 to 5, and you have a job that you can work remotely, and they're trying to figure out, hey, can I get some time to work remote too? Or can I change careers? Or can I change jobs? It's kind of like they're working behind the scenes in order to find the compromise that will work in this situation, but they're not telling you. Like, they're trying to find the answer to this issue. And with the Queen of Cups, once again, they're just in love. That's all it is. They're just in love. So much so that they just are willing to do whatever it takes to have this happen. And they do want a decision. They want you to make the decision, and to make the decision to go forward. And if it's not going to go forward, then I think that, they're kind of like, okay, we can't drag this out any longer. You may be like, I'm ready to wait for a little bit. They're like, I think that's one of the big issues here is, one of you really does want it now and the other one wants to just wait. And that you can either compromise on that or not, right? And if you don't, I feel like they're perhaps willing to walk away from this situation, but they really do love you, Leo. There's a lot of love here. Okay, so let's take a look at your creativity oracle card. Oh, resistance. Understanding why you resist what you have to do is a crucial part of the creative process. So it's interesting, I'm going to, this is the creativity oracle, but let's take it with this relationship, how that fits into this, is that what are you resisting by wanting to wait? What is it that you're resisting? And what can you do about that? Because, there is a lot of waiting on your side. You have the Three of Wands and the Hanged Man twice. There's a lot of resistance on your side about moving forward with this connection. And possibly it's about really taking a look at why you're really resisting, progressing in this relationship or progressing in any relationship, right? And taking a look at that, because it could have something to do with your inner child. Maybe there is something that you need to go back and look at, or just maybe you need to have some time to play. You may feel like you've been, super responsible for a long time, and it's kind of like, hey, I just need a break from that. I want to go play. I want to go travel. I want to go whatever. But also looking at the why. Why is that so important to you? It could be part of the lesson that you're learning in this situation, because we have the blessed card here. But this relationship is not over. It definitely is not over. Okay, so now we're going to pull a Lover's Oracle card to finish out your reading. And Leo, once again, if you've enjoyed this message or resonated with it, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider sharing, or subscribing. Okay, so there's your artwork. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. And it is interesting because they had control on their side. And it could be that at some point, if you are wanting something in your life that this person is not willing to compromise, it may mean that, just accepting that, like both of you have to accept that. And there's nothing you can do to change it, right? And even if you're resisting, this connection for some internal reason, just to accept that too. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. Accepting it. And, you accepting their point of view and they accepting theirs. And sometimes just accepting, each other's perception or point of view will also help us to bring the connection back together. There's lots of love here, Leo. There is a lot of love. So keep that in mind. All right, so I'm going to leave this message here. I do hope that you have lots of love and light in this situation and all your situations. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.